The New Mexico Game Commission opened up the discussion of their management plans for hunting, fishing, and trapping on public and private lands at a hearing Saturday in Taos. The commission is considering policy changes to the number of bears and cougars that can be killed, but before they can make changes to their rules, they must hear comments from the public. Because of the high number of attendees expected at the hearing, the commission moved the venue from a small auditorium at the Harwood Museum to one of the conference rooms of the Kachina Lodge. Also, the comment period was reduced from 3 minutes to 2, and item 8 was moved to the top of the agenda, having to do with the change to the rule of how many cougars and bears are allowed to be killed on public lands. At one point during the hearing, Vice Chairman Bill Montoya said that applause from those present was not appropriate, and due to the hearing process, the commission would not be answering questions.
I think it's inappropriate to applaud or even boo anybody when they're through speaking and it's distracting. I wished, and I think it would be appropriate to say, let's not do that. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
Many of those who spoke were in favor of taking a second look at the data being used by the commission or waiting for clear information. One person who spoke was former mayor of Santa Fe, David Koss, who is now chairman of the Sierra Club's Rio Grande chapter.
I would like to see better science behind all of this. And as the previous speaker said, I think when there's a depredation problem, we have animal services, you have the leeway to help ranchers and farmers with those issues. But just upping the limits and pursuing trapping seems like the wrong way to go to me.
Something else that was brought up at the hearing was how the presence of predators helps watersheds. Peggy Nelson, vice president of Amigos Bravos, a statewide agency involved in river protection in New Mexico, spoke.
When large predators are present, radical behavioral changes take place in the ungulates. And what that basically means is that most of them stay out of the riparian areas. And our riparian areas at this point are quite threatened. And to take away more of those large predators is really a disservice to the entire ecosystem.
The harsh reality is cougars and bears pose serious threat to livestock, say ranchers, hunters, and trappers. The battle between wildlife and humans is an ongoing problem.
My name's Tom Fisher. I'm a trapper from Tierra Maria. And every year that I've been here, I've seen lions sign, either the kills, the scratch up in toilets, or traps. I've had to let them out of my traps. And I just think there's plenty of lions, and I'd like to take a couple home rather than letting them go. And my great-great-grandfather fought in the Civil War to abolish slavery, and he was a trapper.
Another item on the agenda was a proposal to develop procedures for the public and licensed trappers to report the unintended capture of people, pets, or livestock in traps or snares. Donald Jones, a citizen from White Rock in Los Alamos County, said that because traps can't discriminate between intended and accidental prey, they should not be used at all.
Los Alamos County now has a no-trap law because pets in the company of humans have been trapped while they're along the trails. My understanding is that the traps that these animals were caught in were not placed in a legal position relative to a trail. I believe it's 20 feet or something, or 20 yards, which is inadequate.
A representative of the Game and Fish Department said the proposed rule changes will be finalized in July before the Commission's vote at their August 27th meeting in Santa Fe.